Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is HowFast. Today we're going to start putting the engine and transmission into Dodgey. So I went out and I picked up some 1/4-inch plates so we can start fabbing up some of the motor mounts. I also moved Dodgey into HQ, which was fun. So I recorded all that a couple days ago. Why don't you guys watch that right now and you can catch up with me after that. In one shot. I remember last time it took a couple of moves to get him into this spot. So. Made it over the hump. I'm a little bit sweaty, but I made it. There you go. Made it. Got the front wheels in. That was the hard part. The rest is a cakewalk for a diabetic. All right, guys, that's a big deal. Car's back in. So let's see what we can do about that motor and transmission now. guys, welcome back. So we got the engine into the chassis. Now it's just sitting in there right now. I've got a couple blocks on the floor, some old tires that I'm using to kind of position where this engine needs to be. There's a couple things we want to keep in mind. One is the rear tire size that we plan on running. So I have some jack stands under the rear end so that we can kind of mimic the height of the tire that we would be running, which is a 28-inch tall tire. In the front here, there are certain things we want to consider, some of them being distance from the center of the crank pulley to the race surface. Also, I've read that a lot of engines for this purpose run a 2 to 3 degree pitch forward, and then we want to line up our pinions. So I've got this thing right now. It's absolutely almost slammed right on the K-member here. There's probably a 1/4 inch of clearance, which I don't think is really enough. I'm going to probably move it up another 1/4 to a 1/2 inch, measuring it, left and right to try. I'm going to give it a little. I think we're going to go a little bit to the passenger side bias, just based on where the pumpkin is in the rear end, and then we're going to we'll level the engine out here. You can see, like right now, I have this thing. Like I said, about a 1/4 inch from there, and we're still pitched back. So we need to be up in here somewhere. Actually, probably a little bit less than, like somewhere in there, but that's all the fine tuning. Once I get that done, I'm going to start mocking up. You guys saw me make up these plates here. I got these 1/4 inch steel plates that I made, and I got those bolted on, so those are going to be our block side of the engine mount. And then we've got some left over of this, I think it's a 2x3 tubing, this framing that we use to beef up the chassis. So I'm going to put some of that, build some of those right in here in between the block, or between this plate and the frame. So first we're gonna make those out of cardboard, but I can't make those until I get all these angles and everything figured out. Okay guys, so what I have is a laser level that I've run a line here from the pinion all the way up to the tailstock of the transmission, which you can see I have the line level right there, right on the end of the tailstock, which is also lined up with the center of the crank. So now we have a nice straight line all the way back. Engine is nice and straight within the chassis. It's level left and right. The only thing we need to do now is lift up the tailstock of the transmission just slightly to give us about a 2 degree pitch forward, and we should be good to start mocking up our motor mounts. Super exciting news today, guys. Having that engine in that chassis is a huge deal. Another big milestone for us. There's still a lot of figuring, right? I got to figure out the pinion angle. We've got everything kind of mocked up where I think it should be, but the oil pan is a bit of a problem. So we'll take a look at that. If we need to switch over to the LS2 one and gain a couple inches on the ground clearance, we'll do that. And I'm just going to keep picking away at this, because I don't want to make any snap decisions. I don't want to start rushing and start putting stuff together and welding when this is a very important step. So I'm going to take the time, make sure this ends up right, and that way we're ensured that we're not going to have any major problems down the line. So I'm going to keep working on that. I'm going to leave you guys off with that today. If you're looking to get in touch with us, you can get us at howfast10@gmail.com. You can get us at howfast on Facebook, how__fast on Instagram, or you can get us on YouTube, #howfast. Still lots of work to be done, but really great, really promising to be able to see the engine inside the chassis for the first time. So hope you guys enjoyed. Catch up with you next time, find out how fast we can make this car go.